Last time out on the network, I began a major truck revolution, connecting more parts of towns to our logistics network and allowing more cargo to be delivered. This episode sees the revolution travel to Stowmarket with new trucks, new lines, and a ton more cargo being delivered. Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to From Steam to Electricity here on Transport Fever 2. As I said in the intro then, last time we started redoing our truck network, and I would say, from what I've seen so far, it's been pretty successful. The fact that we had, well there you go. We've got lots of cargo, construction materials waiting there, and this line was full of food. Yeah, it was 5 going up the hill here, but I think that might have been over to here as well. The main thing is we are... Oh, you're a construction materials one. Where's the other food truck? We've got 2 food trucks. Yeah, you've still got some in as well. Where are you? Oh, you're here. Okay. And there is stuff being brought in. Lots of stuff being brought in. So, yeah, I'd say we are somewhat successful. I also discovered what was going on over here. You see I've got this weird road set up here now. This wasn't connected. I don't know when it got disconnected, but it got disconnected, and therefore we weren't getting enough coal and iron ore. So that's now been fixed as well. Not to take away from, excuse me, what we're doing over here, and the first trucks are heading down that way now. So soon we're going to have some lovely, yummy coal being delivered down here to Haltwhistle, loaded onto trains, and taken up the hill to Stowmarket and also to Stafford. And then that yummy steel, to be honest, some of that yummy steel, I hope, is getting delivered over here, right? Yeah, these don't need these anymore. This was when I was experimenting with stuff. Not you. No, you're fine. This is when I was experimenting with the line manager mod. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. So yeah, we're going to get more tools created as well, which is awesome. Although, where do those tools go right now? What stop number are you? 3. Do you actually collect those tools? Yes, you do. Okay, well, first of all, let's make sure that this is now set up accordingly. Although, yeah, you just deliver it to Stowmarket, right? Yeah, and this is exactly what we're trying to fix today. So I think what we actually need here is the steel get brought back over here, then brought this way, and the tools brought back this way and loaded onto a train. Yeah, but before we do that, let's have a look at Stowmarket. I said at the top we're going to redo the logistics network here, and that is indeed going to be the case. So first things first, let's have a look at the situation. So food in the middle there, tools all around, fuel over here with machines all around. So I want to make sure whatever I do, I am not removing the food buildings or the fuel buildings, because we have got both of those being delivered here right now. And that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Yep. Muppet. What was I saying? Yeah, we got both of those being delivered here right now, so I don't want to sacrifice that. So if we're picking up from here, I think the first place we should be dropping off is one of these streets. And if I was to build this one here, for example, in fact, if I build it this way around, that might work better. Yes, we're losing one building here, but we're not losing all the buildings here. Then for the middle one, well, let's do the end one first, and then we'll look at the middle one. The end one, I think, could go here. That covers basically everything to do with machines, which is fantastic. And then for the middle one, I almost want it over here somewhere. So again, we're going to lose quite a few buildings doing this. If I make this a 3er instead, I believe this will fit. I actually won't, but it will fit that way around. We are losing a lot of buildings doing this, but in doing this, we are creating the ability to drop things off a lot better than before. and pick up waste as well, which is important. I'm very tempted to do this. Yeah, let's do it. Because I think this is future-proofing as well. For sure. Okay. So that's the easiest part done, I would say. Now we've got to reroute all of these. So the food needs to come over here, first and foremost. I'm going to have this open just to check. Yeah. So you're no longer going to the drive. You are going here. And you are dropping off... whoops. Food. And then over here, just check that you are, yep, picking up food. Do we have food on the way? We do. Not a huge amount, but we do. Okay. Tools, I believe, are to the south. Yep. And then fuel. Fuel also goes to the center. And fuel is a waste line. So we're going to do this. And then over here, unload, fuel, load, waste. And then obviously this one, unload, waste. So that's now up and running. Both of these lines, actually, we're going to upgrade the vehicles as well, because I said we were going to give it all an upgrade. There we go. Get these things going a little bit quicker. I do love the fact that trucks can just carry everything. That's very, very handy. Nice. Now for tools. So tools, after Stowmarket Central, we're going to go here and we're going to go here. You are going to unload tools. Oh, on the way back, I do this every time. Every time. There. And again, you can go anywhere you like. Anywhere you like. Anywhere you like. Here, you are unloading tools. And you are loading waste. And then here, you are loading waste. Remove that. Here, you are unloading waste. Are you still... Okay. I wasn't expecting you to still tick over. Maybe a train just dropped off. I think a train might have just dropped off. That's fine. Happy with that. And then for the machines, which is this one. Out of Stowmarket Central, you're going to come up here first, then over there, and then back there. So over here, you are going to unload waste. Again, check these are both set up correctly. Unload machines. Unload machines, load waste. And then over here, just load waste. Also check that I did do waste here as well. Yes. There we go. Did I do the tools? No. Get those upgraded as well. So it's, yeah, pounds and pennies to upgrade the vehicles here, but it makes such a difference. Now if I check you, you are the line that we are about to remove, if I recall. So we're actually going to collect steel from over here now and bring it across and then truck it back. So where's number one on this? Number one is coal, but we're bringing in coal from elsewhere. So yeah, we can do this. Not a problem. There we go. So you now are going to pick up steel from there and you are going to bring it over here and turn it into lovely, delicious tools. So you're going to pick up steel, drop off tools, and over here you're going to do the opposite. Drop off steel, pick up tools. Let's check that again. Yep. So you are mixed Stafford 2 now. Stafford. 2. There we go. Mixed Stafford 2. We don't need this many vehicles. So I'm going to select an amount. That's not what I meant to do. How do you select multiple vehicles? I don't know. Let's go do it the old-fashioned way. Let's do like 25. And to be honest, I think I'll just sell them. We're literally making no money from selling them, but it's worth it. In my opinion, I still don't think we need this many even. But, yeah, how... Clicking all the wrong things. Is it this? Let's just deselect that. There we go. Sell. Oh, I'm really good at selecting round numbers. Who'd have thunk it? And then all of you... It's 2 million. I think that's still too many. But some of them, I guess, we can put back on the other line if necessary. Are you being supplied by steel? Technically, yes. Is that because I'm still seeing the remnants? Quite possibly. Because you are not unloading steel here, but you are now. Stafford and Stafford. There we go. So now, if I was to look at this, still just the one. I suppose it's from here as well, right? Yeah. Okay. Have our first ones arrived? Yes, they have. Look at that. I need one heading south. You are 8 out of 16. Brilliant. Lovely stuff. And you are now loading up with coal as well. Excellent. So every 16 seconds, we're going to have coal and iron ore delivered over here. That's very nice to see indeed. And now Stowmarket is up and running over here. We can remove Queen's Road. I don't know what that tick-tick was there. Something wasn't working properly. We can remove whatever that one was. Any other truck stops that need removing? Not that I can see, which is good. How are you being supplied? Have I checked this before? Okay, yeah, just going up and back. This really could come from down here, but I think I've already said in previous episodes why I'm not doing that, so I'm not going to tempt fate on that one. Are you still being supplied? Yep. We need to get more food over here. Southport and Warwick, yeah. How much food do you need? Yeah, you need lots of food. You do need lots of food. We got lots of tools though, so that's encouraging. Yeah, train's doing its job there. How's Cockermouth looking now? Those are some nice numbers. Yep, Leatherhead. Leatherhead needs more still, for sure. The van train, either of them, let's be honest. You should be dropping off. Yeah, why are you loading up on food here? That must be a legacy thing, right? Yeah. You load up on food and goods. Stafford. I guess you are loading up on... Actually, no, you're not. I don't know what's going on there. That whole line needs relooking at anyway, because it's old and decrepit and, yeah. Bad. What else was I... Oh, yeah, the silver. That was the other thing. So this... Oh, there's a silver mill there now. I was going to say this silver here, I was going to truck down here and load it onto the hopper train. And that's still something I could do. Although this is full of oil now, right? Mostly, yeah. We could just slow down the oil line. We could just slow you down. Is there any point in doing that, though? I doubt it. I don't think we're benefiting from that. Oh, also off camera, I don't know where they've gone, but I added the timetable to the hopper trains because they were Well, they're two bunched together for a start. Anything here waiting to go to the goods factory? Just plastic. So yeah, we need to get more stuff. We need to get a lot more stuff. Now, silver can be carried on the flat wagon as well. But again, here is the problem. If we were to truck this over here instead and load it onto the hopper train there, that could work. Maybe have some of it go over here and turned into... That could work. That could work. Is that going to be too much to ask though? Possibly. And then also silver up here. I think the main thing is this line here needs decommissioning. And I think the whole of Southport and this bit needs a rethink as well. Like, what do you actually carry? Silver and goods. And then from Holt Whistle, you're loading up with alcohol, silver, planks, plastic, construction materials, machines. Where are the machines going? Are they going to Warwick? Yeah, it's doing a crap job, this train, if I'm being honest. Although it's a profitable line. Do I want to risk that? We got lots of goods waiting. So I think we decommission the silver. I think I've already made my mind up on that one. And I do think we build a road over here. Maybe coming down this way and truck it over there. Let's do it. I think the expression is screw it, let's do it. It's quite a climb. I think here I'm just going to do that because I'm lazy. And then here we're going to cut the corner slightly with a little... It's kind of like a warped pizza slice that we've got going on there now. And then here I'm going to build a new truck stop on this side. This is already set up for big. Yeah, you're ready to go. So yeah, this line here, Silver Southport, we can keep the name. Nothing wrong with that. Actually, both of these we're going to remove. So you're going to go from here over, if I can get in, to here. And then obviously at this end you're going to load up on silver ore. At this end you are going to unload that silver ore. Nice. And then here the hopper train, Holt Whistle of Stowmarket, manage line number 8. On the way back down the hill you are going to load up on silver, but let's say only 75%. So we've still got a quarter of the train free to load up on waste. Is there anywhere else around that needs silver? I know here is silver bars. No. I was wondering if we could bring silver around the other way as well, but it appears not. Right, just checking. Are you... Yes. Holt Whistle Silver Mill. Lovely. So we can remove this. This is going to be way too much, right? 7 seconds. Yeah. So again, we're going to do a mass vehicle cull. We probably only need like this many. And even that, 44 I would say is too many. That's 28 seconds now. That's insane. You carry silver. Yep. Replace 5.6 million. All of our money, man. All of our money. Alright. So this should, I hope, still be going. So you're connected to that. Oh. I know why you're not working. It's because I'm an idiot. Holt Whistle. You need to also unload that silver. There we go. Now, if I come back over here. There we go. Whew! I'm glad I spotted that. That would have been disastrous. So yeah, our little hopper trains here now are going to be doing the dog's body work. There you go. We've got iron ore and we've got coal waiting now. Lovely stuff. So if I select you, where are you? You're all the way up here at Stowmarket. No, you're not, sorry. You're up here at Cockerhead. You're going through to Stowmarket, where I guarantee you nothing is waiting. No. So yeah, I'm also tempted here to have iron ore and coal picked up here and then brought back. That's a real temptation. Also, we have a distinct lack of iron ore here, so I feel like it is time that we swapped these trains over. Saying that, I don't know what the length is down the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need to make that a lot longer. Let's do that quickly. What's the length at the top? Let's try and get this symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, can't count like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 320. Where was I? Down here. So you are 1, 2, 3, 4. You're half the length that you need to be. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then tracks. There we go. A lot more capacity on the platform now as well, which is nice. This little kink's going to look weird, but it's fine. Okie dokie, and then here we're going to select manage vehicles, do this, and what are we going to have? Probably just an Armstrong. Yeah. And then loads of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 150 capacity. That could work. I think actually that's not going to be strong enough, and I think we do actually need the Dean. Yeah, this is getting expensive. Yo yo yo. Put a nice little brake van on the back. 29.2 million. Oy, that's going to be a lot of money. Where are you? You coming down the hill? Yeah. So the line setting is run around train. So for you, I'm going to flip you. Any second now. Autosave. Any second now. There we are. Where are the others? So you're arriving. That's fine. You are leaving. That's fine. So these should now be very full as they go up the hill. And I kind of want to see... I pin you. I want to see how much money these will make. Also, what's the acceleration like? It is accelerating. It is gaining speed. It's just we've invested a lot of money there. And yeah, we're going to start plunging into the red again in a minute. Unless these start paying off, which they will, I'm sure. Where are you? Yeah, you're not that far in the white right now. I say the black, but obviously it's the white. Well, technically it's the blue. With the UI here. So yeah, you've got a lot to offer. We just need to transport it more. 150 per train though, that's going to be huge. I just saw 11 million drop off the money then. That's painful. That's very painful. But I think part of the problem is, yeah, no iron ore, no steel. No steel, no nothing else. Because this was, I mean, there's a lot of steel waiting here to be transported. But there's a lot of other stuff that we're relying on the steel for. So we need to sort ourselves out here, peeps. I also just realised that the other trains can carry 182, so we need to up our game there as well. Although these are the bigger wagons, I think, or they're the ones they can hold as much as the red ones, but they are smaller physically, so you can fit more in a train. I think that's actually the scenario there. Yeah, it takes a while to get this train up to speed, because the entire time here is uphill. As soon as it leaves the iron ore mine, it is heading uphill. That's quite an ask for these little chuggers to contend with. You can see the slope there even. So this bit here is all uphill, but we are gaining speed. So these engines so far can cope. There you go, take the track. We'll release the other one in a second down the hill. And then yeah, all of this is slaloming uphill. And we are slowing down. 22, 21. Need new locos. We badly need new locos. Look, 20, 19. Oi, oi, oi. That one up there though has made it to the top, although that one is oh no, sorry, now it's made it to the top. That one's less full than this one. Yeah, every 4 minutes. It was every 5 minutes, so that's good. We've reduced that. Let's just see how much money this makes for us. I still wish that I moved this head shunt out the way and had a fourth track there. The fact that we can't add any more tracks here. This is one of the busiest freight hubs on the network, and we can't fit the number of tracks in that we actually need to make it work properly, which is very frustrating. 15 miles an hour. Yeah, we've not even reached the really hilly bit, I'd say. And the one behind us is now chasing. Fun times. And this is on ×3 speed as well, by the way, and we are struggling. Oh, it's accelerating again. 16. It looked like it plateaued at 15. It wasn't going any slower than that, so that's fine. That's good. Still 16. I reckon this should make us 1 million or so. Hopefully this train. Fingers crossed. I remember we had a huge influx of iron ore here. We had too much iron ore. Now we got the opposite problem. That's why I did the big coal trains, to try and balance it out. And yeah, now we've gone too far the other way. All 13. It's getting slower. Just 2 more corners. 2 more corners and we're there. Yeah, part of the problem is the hilliness here. It might almost make more sense to truck the iron ore up the hill here to Uckfield and then load it on the train that way. And just have a hopper train shuttle back and forth. It's a possibility. Oh crap. Closes in 82 days. Oh crap. Okay. We might have to bring the mail trains back. Do I have any... I think that we still have the mail line, right? In Rugeley and things like that. Mail. Yeah, you're still going back and forth. And I know there's a mail train over here somewhere, because I saw it last episode. Because we rely a lot on that sorting centre. So we need this up and running. There's an iron ore mine there, look. We could have had iron ore all the way along here. And up to Stow. It's so tempting to do that, you know. Oh god, we need this train to make a lot of money now because it's minus 1 million. If this doesn't make money, if this doesn't make a profit on this run, I think I'm scrapping this line entirely. And we're going to do it from here. We've got 69 in-game days to sort it out. I think we're going to lose this sorting centre though. Come on. Screech to a halt. Now. Wow. Only just. Holy moly. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that at all. I think my temptation is to say, scrap it. That's genuinely what I'm tempted to say here. There's another iron ore mine over here, actually, so we could just truck it into, or even just to here, and have this train do half and half. Why don't we just do that? And then maybe instead of grain when it comes back, it could bring waste. Maybe that's overkill. That's probably overkill. We need to do something about toaster here as well, because this is insane. And it's all to do with these crossings. I cannot believe that didn't make us more money. Is that not considered a long journey then? I guess it slaloms a lot. Yeah. Huh. In that case, why am I wasting my time here? Let's just do this now. There's also a steel mill over here. So this coal and this iron ore could both be trucked here as well as to over here. Okay, I think this is going to see a shift in this as well. I believe so. Because why have this here when we can have it over here and have the traction engine do the traction engine trick again, 50-50, bring it over here. Some of it's going to get turned into steel, some of it is going to get loaded onto another train that's then going to go all the way up to Stowmarket, and then over here even we could load up with iron ore and steel, and iron ore and coal, sorry, and bring that back. That's a really good idea. It's just, how do we connect that to the main line? My thinking is over here, and we just bring the track up this way. This is quite hilly though, right? It's going to be a hell of a climb over this side of things. I like the idea though, so I kind of want to pursue it. Let's say coming off the bridge here, we do a crossover like this, and then let's say here we did another. In fact, we don't do it like that, we do it like this. In fact, we don't even do that. What am I doing? No, yeah, sorry, we do it like that. What am I doing? That's a very good question, everyone. What am I doing? Right, before that, let's build another crossover here. It's getting a little bit busy here now. You go along like this. This then goes across. If I can get it to 35, I'll be happy. There we go. How are we doing for time? 32 minutes. Coming up to 33. Right, let's leave that as a stub for now. Now let's build this in. Like so. So we want this to be the full 320, 2 tracks, large. You can always add other tracks either side of it when the time comes. Let's do it like this. So you are now connected. In fact, before that, let's do this across the back, and we'll have it flat like this. Now, whoops, this. Now you go here, connected to this. Let's build it a little bit further over. Like this. Okay. And then from here, I'm hoping... let's climb up from this side, actually. I'm hoping, first of all, we can bridge over this. Apparently not. Not even if I go this way. Wow. It's determined. Do we have any of our vehicles use this line? I don't think... Or road, I should say. I don't believe we do. So let's do this. And we'll connect it up again, but we'll make it dip a bit more in the middle. Now I'm hoping, if I was to build this around here, could I now? There. Interesting, it won't let me do it to the side, but it will let me do it here. Okay. Is it going to come up enough? No. Wow. That's insane. That's full embankment as well. And look at that. It's still not enough. Wow. We're going to have to do some slaloming here. Yeah, still not enough. Either that, we're going to have to build it down the slope slightly. Maybe the trick here is we follow the road. So we come off this bridge here and we just follow the road round. Look at that. Even that's not enough. Holy moly. So let's keep it going this way. Trains are going to really struggle on this. Okay, there. Can I build a station attached to that? No, not like that, you numpty. Attached to that, yeah. So I think that's how we do it. $1 million just for the station. That's insane. And then here, we're going to have to go along the bottom like this. And then remove that. And then here, you're going to have to swing around. Is that connected? Okay, good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Right, here. This is going to be double track all the way down to the bridge. This bridge here. So I think here it's going to be... I say that actually. Maybe what I'm actually going to do is do this. And then literally make the whole track double track. Because I feel like this is going to fit across there. Yeah. Oh, you Burke. It's fine. We'll just do it this way. Oh, no, we won't do it that way. We'll do it that way. There we go. I was wondering where the connection was. I was like, why is that not working? Okay. Crossovers either side. And then one of these. No auto sig. Just for departures and stuff. We will need to move... Where's it gone? This truck stop will need to move up here. Do we still do the grain? I feel like we don't do the grain anymore. I feel like we just have it carry coal and iron ore in both directions now. That's probably the best thing to do. In my opinion. There's probably people out there going, no. Auto sig, yes. Build you there. Oh. Remove. I need Let's do the one way. Did that get rid of them all? Nope, didn't get rid of that one for some reason. There we go. Yes. One way, yes. And then place. There we go. Now remove that one. Down here. I think that's actually fine. Yeah, and then we can basically do the same thing going back up. So there. And then I believe... Yep, so this line is now ready to go. Now I think before I commit too much to this, I do still need to do some... First of all, we'll put that in. Then I need to get this track, or this road, I should say. To be honest, that can probably connect just over here. Like so. I imagine that's going to be a bit of a gradient as well. Actually, that's not as bad as I thought. That's nowhere near as bad as I thought. Now, we already have the trains. That's what I was going to say. We already have the vehicles in place for this. The road vehicles we need. So we need the iron ore trucks to come out of here. And then they're going to come over here and pick up the coal. And then they need to cross back over through the town and then up to over here. Unless... Let's redo this. I should probably plan these things out before I commit to building them. Unless we did something like this, which I think is flat. Yep, good. And then you come out like this, and then around... Sure, that's exactly how I wanted that to look. Around like this. Now if we build this one over here. There we go. So now it comes through here and picks up on the way past. Although... I suppose it's fine like this, but the double back is going to slow things a lot down. But whatever. So I think what we're going to do is this line here is we're just going to decommission it, mothball it. We don't need it anymore. And then we're just going to have a simple hopper train shuttling backwards and forwards between Stowmarket and Uckfield, and Toaster, sorry, carrying... Let's just set the line up first. So the problem we're going to have here... So I think we're going to have to set up a new line for this. So over here, and you are going to load and unload these, and it's always going to be 50-50. And then up here, interesting. Oh, you still, right, okay. I know why. For this, you still need to use that and that, which is fine. This one you can use both. This one you need to use track 3, I think it is. Because of the way the junction's set up, which totally makes sense. And then here... Yeah, you're going to do that. And then here you are going to do the exact... same thing. Excuse me. Alrighty. So you are mixed hopper from Toaster to Stowmarket, which we already have one of those. We're going to have to remove that one in a minute and change it to this one. This is quite a task, but I'm hoping it's the right call. Next up, we're going to do this, this, and this. Over here, you're going to load up with iron ore, 50%. sure you can use either of those. This one, you're going to load up with coal. Whoops, 50%. And then this one, you are going to unload both of those. Now, all of the vehicles on this line are going to get moved to this line. All of these vehicles are then going to get upgraded to the traction engines. Like so. It's another 2 million, my word. You are then going to be mixed copper, technically, toaster. Okay. Finally, because we don't yet have any trains on this line, I'm going to pop up here to Stowmarket, find one of my big new hopper trains. You're the Halt Whistle one, of course you are. Do I really have to wait now for this? I need one of these. This one. You're going to be experiment number 1. Could, in theory, grab this one. 23. Yeah, so you're already too slow. And you're not making any money, which is annoying. And there's no where along the line. Technically Stafford we could drop off as well. But yeah. Basically I need that. Those 2 trains need to come back down here pronto. But yeah, this fella, I'm going to let it drop off first, and then I'm going to swap it. So let's ping you. Of course, I've picked, like, the Piccadilly Circus time of day to try and do this as well. So this train's now going to leave. There we go, and I'm hoping this one... yes. Good. Now, the only thing I haven't factored in yet is the steel from here. But I'm tempted just to truck that over to here. In fact, if I just trucked it to there, we could, in theory, use the same traction engine to do that, if we so wanted to. Maybe. Right. So you're going to screech to a halt. Now. You're going to unload. And now I'm going to set you to... that line. There you go. So you now... we've got Stowmarket coal mine. There we go. It's starting to work. It is starting to work. So yeah, eventually this will start upgrading as well, I would say, with the amount of stuff we're going to be bringing in. Now, because of that, let's get... you're the one we've just set up. So this train is also going to switch over momentarily. This one we're going to leave well alone, because you're the Halt Whistle one. Yeah, because right now we've got 2 mineral trains coming in here, which we don't need. So we're going to decommission that. Now you... I could just swap you over now, but then you're going to be running empty for a lot of that journey, which is going to be frustrating. So I think what I'm going to have to do now is park up here, wait for these trains to all pile in, and then sort them out. What are you? Oh, you're the... wow, you're... oh no, I suppose you... yeah, okay, you are the right length. I was about to say it's really short, but no, seems okay, seems fine. How are we doing now for time? Coming up to 50 minutes. Alrighty, we'll wrap this up momentarily. Yeah, the last piece of this puzzle really is getting this, like a second line from here across over to this. Or even having this section here be bi-directional, which... I mean, could it be? I think with a little bit of rejigging it could be. I don't see why not. I don't know why the game keeps ticking at me as well. Everything's working. Stop it. Right. I need one of these trains in the station now to bugger off. Oh, my money. Look at all my money. It was that. There. huge investment, and the trains were making no money briefly as well because of stuff. But we don't need to buy new vehicles for this. That's the beauty of it. We have the vehicles in situ. Right, so this one's now going to leave. Yeah, you're Towmaster? No, you're Toaster to Stowmarket. Yeah, look, there. And I think it's this. I think it's because they're all, like, deadlocked. There's nowhere they can go. But they can go. They're just choosing not to. They're choosing to be difficult. Right, you are the next candidate, it seems. While I've got you, let's just pin you again for a second and check. Yep. Look at that. Lovely stuff. So obviously the two main ones are going to be these two. The other ones are just to make sure that the train is bringing something in the other direction, which is excellent. And there we go. First delivery coming up as well. So yeah, it's just what do we do with the steel? Is there anywhere... Ah, steel is needed over there. So yeah, if we just bring the steel down here, it could get loaded on a train, or it could get brought back up here and turned into machines. And that's another one on that logistics. Right, you. You need to go on that line. Good. And then there's one more on that line. I can see it. Look, there it goes. We're making steel. It's not being used for anything yet, but we are making it. Maybe we do just truck it over here. No. I like the idea of bringing it to a distribution centre and then letting it sort itself out. Yeah. We'll have to have a little think about that. This road here I can get rid of. We're not contributing anything. This road here is going to get upgraded eventually to like an A road, especially as it runs right through the middle of Uckfield and all the way up to Stowmarket as well. Although, do we want to help the cars? We don't really want to help the cars, do we? No, not if we can help it. Right, you. You are also going to be decommissioned. There's actually nothing to pick up the grain from here now as well, so I don't quite know where you're going and what you're doing, but sure. That line. There you go. No more grain. So you're going to be leaving now. Is this Toaster North? Yeah. We've already got some coal there waiting. Good. Just check this. So you have Stowmarket and Stafford as well as Toaster. You only have Stowmarket. Why is Stafford not an option for you? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Right. The last of the iron ore trains is about to be transferred over. Train 1 as well, in fact. The very first one that we ever put on the network. And I think that is actually true. I don't think it was sold and rebuilt. I think that is actually the genuine first one. Which is kind of a nice moment. There's a little bit of coal here waiting to go back. Right, our money is fluctuating. We did briefly dip into the red. I think having this train not actually run to Toaster as well, so not have to navigate all of this and then come out this way, that's going to increase the, or reduce the delays significantly. You can see the first one is actually pulling in already, which is excellent. I need to stay up this end now, otherwise this isn't going to work. Right, so you've arrived. Now we're going to swap you over as well. There you go. So this now should have 4 trains. Yes. And a 4-minute frequency, which is also good. Hopefully now these traction engines can keep up. I'm starting to think they cannot. What's your frequency? 65 seconds. Yeah, that needs to be more. That needs to be a lot more. Because you're carrying basically nothing right now. Yeah. Alrighty. We'll sort that out. Don't worry about that. And then over here, we need to grab this train. Is this the last one? No, there's one more still somewhere. Oh, right on cue. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. So this train now should be able to move. No. Don't tell me this one. How did this one get the go-ahead first? That's so annoying. The other one's waiting at the signal first, and then, yeah. How frustrating. Anyway. Need you as well. Oh. Dingus. Need both of these. Right, this one's now coming in, because of course it is. I feel like the steel shouldn't be picked up from here anymore. But I don't know where else it could get picked up from. Unless we had another... I feel like another goods yard over here would have been a better idea. And actually, we could now do that. Because the only reason we built it this side was so the iron ore trains could still use it. And you may have noticed... this line doesn't exist anymore. So, yeah. We could rebuild Stowmarket on the other side now. And we could even build it level with... because I think you still serve this. Thanks to this road. So I think we could build the whole thing now on this side. Maybe even without a head shunt. Possibly. We shall see. One of these trains needs to bloody move, for crying out loud. Right, you're coming across now. One of these two is then going to... okay, you're going to move into there, but one of these should still be able to leave at the same time. There we go. And then that will free up this one. With a bit of luck. This train is absolutely heaving with steel. It's also got some construction materials on board. Look at that. That's why we were doing what we were doing. To get these full. But the whole stop time thing that backfired massively. The whole point was to get these trains to be full. Oh, for God's sake. I didn't even see that one in there. Are these all on the same line? Scarborough to Paynton. Scarborough to Paynton. You better not stop and block things. Right, this one's now going to run in, which is going to block this one as well. In fact, that's going to block all the lines. Now this steel train's going to come in, so guess what? Actually, why are you stopped? Can you not occupy the other track? Are you not set up to occupy the other track? You're not set up to occupy the other track. So what number are you? Number 15? Stowmarket head shunt. Yeah. You can occupy both tracks now because of this new crossover here, which this train is kindly demonstrating for us. Right, both coal trains are now on the same bit, and this one is now leaving first. Because that's sod's law, isn't it? Oh, we have a queue down here now as well. Actually, what are you queuing for? Oh, you're swapping lines. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you? I feel like making this a single crossing now. Instead of what we've got here with the ladders. So that worked quite well on the lines through Blackburn and Gateshead. So I might end up doing that. Right, you've just stopped. You've just unloaded. So now you are going to swap to this line. We do have stuff waiting. It's not a huge amount, but we have stuff waiting. We are very almost ready to decommission all of this. So this needs more vehicles, but we can't add more vehicles. But didn't I send a whole load to the depot somewhere around here? Or did I sold them, didn't I? At the start of this episode, I'm pretty certain I sold them all. Oh, that's annoying. That's actually very annoying because, yeah, there's nowhere near enough here. And we are relying solely on trucks to get this up and running. This line should start making us money soon, though. With everything. And then if we do hook up a steel line from here to over here, that will help us even more. And what are you running through here? And how many are there of you? Quite a lot. So we can actually borrow some vehicles from this to run a steel line from here over to here, if need be. Did you unload yet? No. You still haven't unloaded. That's insane. You've got some coal on board though, so that's good. coal is what we need right now. And if we could level this up, that would be excellent. I think I said this a few episodes ago as well, but yeah, that's the objective now, is to level up industries as well. I don't know if they pay more from that. I don't believe they do. But it's still a good thing to have. Yeah, these mineral trains are going to cost us a lot of money before they make us a lot of money. I might sell the old ones. In fact, you... Well, I can't really, because you've still got stuff on board that will pay out. Right, finally it's moving. Yeah, I feel like these old ones, I'm just going to sell, or at least send them to the depot and use them elsewhere. Possibly. These vehicles are not making profit. Are the traction engines not profitable? Is that something? That could be a thing, you know. Because, yeah, minus 21,000. Oh, let's look at this one. Minus 20,806. It's not making enough money. Interesting. Oh, you've dropped off now. So we'll swap you onto that line as well. This line's come out this well. Yeah, 4 minutes. 4-minute frequency, which it does not need. There's no way it's going to be full enough for that. Let's see how much money this makes, though. It's got 24 on board out of 182, so that's crap. Yeah. The easier thing would have been to build a road straight up this way. And I don't actually have the money. I don't have the money to build any road now, but even one over here would have worked well. It has got some to go back the other way. Maybe this wasn't my best idea. Maybe not. We can only see what happens. But already I've got major regrets. Although you're getting into double figures for both. So that's 36 right there. And the more this drops off, the more that will be the case. And you've got big numbers here being delivered. So I think it's just a matter of time. Look at the embankment here, mind. The actual cutting. That's insane. I did not realise how steep this slope was. That is a hard-working engine. And it is getting there. It is getting there, but my god, is it working hard to do so. What's that now? 42 out of 182. It's pretty cruddy, isn't it? So I think the last thing we're gonna do is send the... I might just sell them, in all honesty. Yeah, only 400,000. Nowhere near enough. So I'm really tempted just to sell these ones here. Off you go. And we made basically no money off those either. Okay. Mistakes were made. Might have to go away and do some head scratching on this one. There were supposed to be 5 episodes this month. I think I might just make it 4. And then this will be the last one of September. And we'll call this the epic fail. Oh, that's still a station full of stuff as well. But there's no... Yeah, there's no vehicles on this line now. So I don't really know how that would work. Let's just make it easier. There we go. And then we can get rid of this, which will save us a little bit of money. And we can get rid of these, which will save us a little bit of money. And do you know what? I'm actually tempted to leave that. Even though I can't afford to get rid of it anyway, I'm just tempted to leave that there as a remnant of what once was. But yeah, any vehicles that I find in depots around the network, I'm going to see if I can send them here. If I can send all of these down to this line, it's going to take an age for them to arrive. And that's even if it works. No, that did work. 14 seconds. Obviously, some of these won't be able to carry all the stuff. So we'll have to do an upgrade. There's none around here, is there? There you go, you're getting loaded up now. But we just need to inundate this with as many vehicles as possible. That's a lot. That is a lot. And then over time, we should hopefully get the funds to upgrade those vehicles. Yeah. Right. I suppose I better wrap this one up then. And probably flick the game back to easy mode for a little bit. Or medium at least. Just to get the funds coming back in. So that we can actually build something next time out. Let me know what I did wrong. Comment down below. That seems to be a recurring theme in all these episodes at the moment. Is, hey guys, tell me how I screwed this one up. But yeah. We're not all experts. Save on some maintenance costs here at least if I do that. And then, was that connected? Oh crap, that was connected, Mark. And I don't have the money to put that back, so we're just going to have to cut that short. What an idiot, Mark. What an idiot. There you go. Just have to cut that short like that. Yeah. Let me know what else I've done wrong throughout these episodes and how I could make more money and all that good stuff. I feel like this is still... Yep, you're still fine. There's coal waiting over here. There's actually a lot of coal here that's getting brought back over here, I imagine. Yeah. So that's not terrible. As long as we're transporting stuff in both directions, we should be alright. But I guess it's just a case of wait and see. Like, yeah, you've got quite... Oh, the other thing. What's the 8 minutes? So yeah, I need to set up the timetable. Mixed. This one. Unbunch. 10 minutes. And then Stowmarket I'm not going to mess around with. That's all fine. Because here it's just going to get bunched up and horrible and stuff anyway. So whatever. The waiting times I'm not even going to touch either. Because why would I? Yeah. Like I said. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure there's a very long list. So you don't necessarily have to go easy. But just remember I'm human. And otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you're enjoying the series so far, drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes and all that feedback. Very much appreciated. I'm just gonna... Can I not get you out of the way? Where are you trying to go? Okay, I feel like you're blocking everything now as well, which is not good. I'll go away and have a look at that as well and see what's going on there, because there's a very good chance that that's blocking the main line. Do you know what? Just to save time. So now I think you're just going to go through and then join the main... Actually, you're not, are you? Can I just make this... Oh, you could come this way, actually, and then... Because that's a double slip. Yeah, okay. Maybe you will behave. Yeah, okay, you're going to behave now. So now you're doing that. Let's put you back on that line. And now I think you're going to sort yourself out. I think you might have already been doing that anyway, actually, and I've just goofed even more. Wouldn't be me if I didn't goof. Sorry, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and of course you're enjoying the series so far. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Like I said, really helps me out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy the rest of your month, and until next time, I will see you soon.